Hi everybody, welcome to Together with Kaylee and welcome to my first ever gratitude giveaway, what I know will be one of many. I'm so excited to finally be starting this. If I could have initiated my YouTube channel with a giveaway, I honestly would have, but I wanted to lay some type of foundation first and really give you guys an insight as to what I was planning for this. And my giveaways are definitely a core part of this, just because God has blessed me with so many angels, with so many blessings. It's only right for me to multiply them and share with others in any way possible and whenever possible. And so it's finally time to start my first one. Woo! Before I give the full details on my first gratitude giveaway, I want to share with you guys the inspiration behind this one. And I'm going to do that for all of them, really. And I really want there to be a story. I want there to be some type of connection that demonstrates to you guys that there really is a reason why I'm doing this. Like, it's not just because I'm like trying to get subscribers or followers and like I'm like money is the way to do it. No, I really don't give a fuck, man. Like, you can follow me right now for the giveaway and follow me later. I truly don't care. Honestly, this is about sharing with others and making sure that if I'm good, we all good together. And any role that I can play in that, I want to make sure that I deliver. When I try to identify the origin of my good money habits, it definitely stems from one of my middle school and high school teachers. Her name was Miss Poland, and she told me, if you're working, you need to be saving half of every check because you don't got no bills right now. And I was like, shit, half of every check? But then I thought about it and she was right. The only thing I was really paying at the time was my cell phone. So that meant that anything else that I was making, there was no reason for me to not be able to put some aside, half of it aside, to go to a savings account. And I started doing that in high school. My first job was in the Children's Aid Society, and that was through SYAP. So I was working in the summers and I would be saving half of every check. I also started working in McDonald's, and then that's when I really started like getting money consistently and like year round, and I would put half of that in a savings account. So since high school, my bills have multiplied by about 15, so I'm not able to save half of every single check anymore, but I definitely followed that savings tip all throughout high school, all throughout college, and it really came in clutch right before my senior year when I had to purchase a vehicle so that I can go to my internship. At the time, I didn't have any experience in my intended career field, so I needed a vehicle to transport me to my first internship in my intended career field. So here's where the connection comes in. I had a very particular senior year. I had to spend a lot of time off campus. My fall semester, it was at an internship, and then my spring semester, it was at a part-time job. And these were both things that like I needed to do. It wasn't like I was just choosing to work. It wasn't like I just was choosing to do an internship. The internship was my first opportunity to gain experience in my intended career field, and I was getting that experience my senior year of college. So it was crucial that I gained that experience because I was going to graduate in one semester later, and I was going to have to apply to jobs and be like, I have experience or I have zero experience. It was just sort of impossible for me to live the sort of college lifestyle and senior lifestyle that I had dreamt of my whole like 3 years leading up to my senior year. My college has something called Rose Cliff, and you know, I really wanted to stunt and flex, not on anybody, just for myself, because first of all, I loved my high school senior prom dress, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna get another chance to do that in college at Rose Cliff. But unfortunately, like, I was so consumed by bills, by just these responsibilities that like they were necessities. Like, I needed that internship and I needed that job my spring semester to pay for my bills because I depleted my savings account while I was at my internship because of course it was unpaid. And so my spring semester was another rough time. I was just like, I would get home from work. I would get to school from work and my friends would be like, let's go out, Thirsty Thursday. And I'm like, I'm going to bed. I'm fucking tired. Sometimes my suite mates would have like performances, they would have events on campus that I wanted to so desperately participate in. Sometimes I would just search up the date. I'd be like, fuck, it conflicts with my work schedule. there were days that I did have the chance to participate in something, and then I would get called into work, and there was just no way I could say no because I needed the money. And I'm trying to imagine my senior year being any different. Fuck, it really makes me so sad. But I wasn't on campus my junior year, but freshman, sophomore year, I was always at any event that guaranteed free food. My senior year, I couldn't even enjoy that. You know how tight I was? Ooh, I was ordering so much takeout my senior year, and that is part of why I want to share takeout with you. That's why I'm doing these gift cards, because I was lucky enough to have a job to give me the opportunity to buy as much food as I was buying, but you know, my circumstances could have been very different. I could have been working, doing schoolwork, and hungry, but thankfully, I was working, fed most of the time, and worried about school. So even though like these gift cards are only $25, they'll probably guarantee you 2 meals. In any way possible, I told you I'm not Shutterfly yet, but we gonna get there. And if you win, I hope you enjoy the 2 meals you may get, or if you share with someone else, I hope you enjoy that 1 meal you get and your friend gets, because I'm trying to make sure that all of us eat, all of us win, none of us are stressed. And this is a very small way to do that, but it comes from my heart. Despite being able to work throughout my senior year and pay my bills, that whole year, actually, I never contributed anything to my savings account, and that broke my heart. Like, I was really living like paycheck to paycheck. I depleted my savings account, and then I started working the spring semester, and it was just like playing catch up, like staying on top of every single bill as much as possible. So things like Rose Cliff, things like disorientation, these are all things that you may not know, but they're like senior events at my school. And these are all things that I like really look forward to as a freshman, as a sophomore, as a junior. But when I was a senior, they were just like fading right before my eyes. Like, I had bills to pay, like whether I wanted to or not. Like, there was just no way that I could participate in these events and really enjoy myself, because before, like, even those social events, I had to worry about school. And up until like literally like my finals week, like I was still stressed about assignments for my senior seminar, for a bunch of things. And it was just, I didn't want to be in that type of environment where everybody's like, whoa, senior year, we're about to graduate, we did it, all this positive energy, and I'm just like consumed by stress, worries. I didn't have a job lined up, all of these things that were consuming me really didn't allow me to have that senior year, that senior week that I envisioned for myself once. And despite all that work that I was doing, I was getting my bills paid, but I didn't even have an excess amount of money to pay for the tickets for these events. I actually vividly remember myself, and it's so embarrassing, but I mean, that's just how desperate I was. But I remember asking one of my suite mates who was in one of the senior committees that planned these things, like, I was begging him, please tell me what this event is. The event cost $15, but I just did not have that extra money. Like, I was just like, please tell me what this event is. Like, I don't want to waste my money. If I don't want to participate in it, like, if I'm not interested in it, I just rather not pay for it, because like I just don't have that type of money right now. I'm not gonna pay $15 for something I cannot pay about. And I literally like cried to him over 15 fucking dollars. I have never been that low in my life, but anyways, I paid the $15. I never ended up going to the event. I ended up just giving the ticket to someone else because I was at work. Shit. But like, this is what I mean. Like, I was really like, till that last moment, like, money was an issue for me. And thankfully, I'm in a place right now where I'm not living paycheck to paycheck. My savings account looks beautiful, and I'll be investing soon. Like, all these things financially and in so many other aspects are working for me, and I'm grateful. It was a long time coming. Took a lot of tears, out of stress, a lot of missed events, a lot of memories lost, but everything happened and unfolded the way that it needed to. Yes, of course, I wish it could have been different, but the way for me to wish it could have been different is to make it a different experience for someone else. So that is the point. In a very long-winded way, that is the reason why I'm inspired to do this giveaway. Yes, I am only giving away $100 to 2 different seniors, but I mean, $100, I mean, yes, I know the type of bills I had. It wouldn't have done that much for me, but I really, really, really do hope that it lands on the hands of someone who needs it, because I know the struggle. I really, really do. It broke my heart in so many different ways. All right, let's finally get to the gratitude giveaway part. The reason everybody came to this video. I'm sorry it took so long. Sorry for the tears. That was dramatic, but that shit came from the heart. Like, this is a soft spot for me. I told ya, there was real stories, real inspiration behind this. For Wheaton Senior specifically, I want to cover $100 worth of your senior expenses. So it could be for your Rose Cliff tickets, it could be for your study abroad sashes, it could be, I forgot what the expenses are, to be honest, but I guess it could be for your pictures. I don't even fucking know. Whatever expenses you need help with, I got you $100. And then for my other college students, I have 3 gift cards right here, all $25 worth, but I hope it lands on your stomach and feels like $1,000 worth of food. In order to enter the giveaway, all you need to do is follow 3 simple steps. The first is to fill out a super quick web form. The link is going to be in the description and in my bio as well. It's super quick. It takes less than a minute to fill out. And after that, you need to either share the post that's on my Instagram on your story, or comment on the post and tag a friend. That's it. And then the last and final step is either pray, wish, or manifest that a win is in your future, and leave the rest up to whoever you believe in. My sweet Gabby 101. Yeah, held me down for real, for real. In more ways than y'all will ever know. I mean, I knew my junior year, I was in Italy, and as soon as like even the talk of getting into a suite, this was God definitely talking to me. As soon as the talk of living in a suite my senior year came up, I jumped on it, because I know myself, and like I said, I'm not a social butterfly. I really don't be like chatting it up with the whole damn campus. I lived in a single for most of my college life, and I knew that I was gonna alienate myself once again my senior year. And again, that was not the experience that I was prepared for. That was not the experience that I was trying to give myself for my last year of college. So I really wanted to be as much as possible in a space that I was comfortable and with people that I loved and I cared for. And that was Lodi, Ebony, and Jenny. I love y'all to pieces. Despite me not being able to participate in all the despite me not being able to participate in all the social gatherings and memories that I felt like I missed out on, these 3 just I love ya. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.